Hello, this presentation is to review your syllabus so that it's clear what the expectations of the class are. This is my name, and one of the important items here is when I'm available online. So I will be at my computer Mondays from 7 a.m. to 7 to 9 a.m. and 7 to 9 p.m. and Tuesdays 7 to 9 a.m. I am also on campus most Tuesdays and Thursdays in the summer. I teach from 3 to 5 p.m., so I will be there slightly before class. And if you want me to stay after class, I will. I just need to know in advance. If you want to meet in person, just touch base with me to make sure I'm on campus that week. This is my office phone number. If you call, it automatically converts to email. And this is my cell phone number, which you may need. You are to text me if you have an urgent question. So I'm on the computer every morning picking up my emails, and we'll go over some examples of urgent messages later in the syllabus, but you're to use my cell phone number to text me for urgent messages. You can read over the course description yourself. You should all know about the required text. I chose this textbook for a couple of reasons. One, it's inexpensive compared to other textbooks, and it's a book that you can use the rest of your life. I am fine if you use an older edition, as long as you have the textbook. You can also read over mission statements. These are the standards that we have to cover in this class for our accreditation purposes. And these are some important issues to look at, and this is what are the course goals and what are the course objectives. So these are the goals, and these are the specific objectives you will be able to do by the end of the semester. So we're going to talk about course policies now, and in an online class, talking about attendance and participation is a little different. So attendance, you're expected to be in attendance for all classes. So in an online class, that means you need to be participating and your work needs to be in on time in order to be marked present. If your work's not in on time, then you weren't present for that lesson. Because it's fully online, there really are no excused absences. Unless you can't sit at a computer and do your work, then you should be able to do your work and turn it in on time. If you are so sick that you cannot sit at your computer to work, you will need an excused absence or some type of form or documentation that shows that. These are the reasons that would be considered excused. Sometimes there are other ones that are added, and we take care of those on a one-on-one basis. But if you have any of those items occur, I just need documentation of what's happened. Now looking at assignment due dates, this is page 3. All the assignments will be due in Blackboard on the assigned due date. Also, what's important about this is that all of your assignments must be in Word compatible format. You're able to get Word, whether it's for your Mac or a PC, through the university for free. So there really is no excuse to turn in work in any other format. Lateness, I don't accept assignments late, so you'll lose 20% for each calendar day they're late. If something's due at 9 p.m. and you turn it in at 9:01, it's considered one day late. There's online assignments that are worth 10 points each, and I do not accept those late at all. And the reason I don't accept them late is the 2 lowest scores for those are dropped. We will have 12 assignments this semester, and only 10 of them will count. Because this is an online class and you have due dates and times, it's not wise to wait until the last minute to submit your online assignment. If you wait until 8:59 to submit something and something happens to your computer, that is not an excused absence or an excused lateness, and your work would be marked accordingly. Sometimes there are issues with Blackboard or the university server, and I am aware of when that happens. And when that happens, then due dates and times are adjusted accordingly. If you're having trouble with your Blackboard account specifically, what you should do is you should email me your paper or your assignment to timestamp it. So if you're having trouble with Blackboard, what you would do is you would email me your assignment, and I get it before 9 p.m. That shows it's complete. As soon as you can get it into Blackboard, you need to submit it in Blackboard because I will not grade it unless it's in Blackboard. In that situation, you would leave me a note that you sent it to me by email to timestamp it and that that's where it is to grade. I then open up the one you sent me in my email and the one that you put in Blackboard to make sure they are the same. All of your assignments need to be saved a specific way, and the reason that we're doing this is I try to help you learn how to organize your files so you can find them later. So these are some examples of what it will look like. If you put the Health 311 first, when you open your computer or your files, all of your Health 311 work will be together. After Health 311 comes the name of the assignment, then the date, and the date is year, month, day, so from largest to smallest. And the reason we do that is so that, again, if you turn in ABO1 2 times, it will appear in chronological order if you put your date in like this. Your months always must have 2 digits, and your days always must have 2 digits. And the reason that there has to be 2 digits is that a computer reads 5 as 50, and it reads 05 as the number 5. So you have to have a placeholder in order for it to read it correctly. If this just said 5, it would list chronologically as if it were 50. So that's really important for you to understand. There is a reason why everything's done in the way we save things. I would like your assignments to be either single or double space. It does not matter to me. They should be 12-point font. You have to use APA format, which we'll be using all throughout the semester. And the preferred font for me is Arial or Calibri, and New Times Roman is also acceptable. So each assignment you will see in Blackboard has a scoring rubric, and whatever that scoring rubric, that's exactly how I will grade your paper. So whatever the rubric says, that's what I'm looking for. So here we are. You have to use the Microsoft compatible products. You're expected to participate in a positive way. Please make sure you read the academic integrity policy. I've had several issues in this past semester with plagiarism. If you do plagiarize, it will count as a 0 on the assignment, or you could fail the class based on whatever the assignment is. And no matter how small the plagiarism event is, it is sent over to Student Conduct and Civility because they keep a running total of what each student has done in their time at Towson University. Communication, there's again, I'm repeating when I'm online. This says 2 to 3 p.m. The other one's at 7 to 9 a.m., 7 to 9 p.m., and this is telling you when I'm on campus. I am still online in the morning, but this is when I'm on campus. Communications, I don't usually answer my phone when it rings, and if you send me a phone message, it automatically goes to email. I pick up my email for this class every Monday through Friday. I pick it up at least once in the morning. I might pick it up more than that, but I will pick it up early in the morning before 7 a.m. So if you have something really important that you send me at 10 a.m., I might not see it until the next day, and that would be an example of when you would use the text messaging. I rarely pick up email on the weekend, so if you have something urgent on the weekend, you would need to text me and say something like, this is whomever from 311, please check your email. I have a question, or if it's a short question, you could actually ask the question in a text message. Make sure you give me your name because I don't recognize your phone numbers when you text me. Emails, it tells you how to set up emails. It tells you about the undergraduate catalog. If you have any type of special needs, we have disability services. If you have trouble writing, please take advantage of the Writing Lab. They do wonders. And there's also tutoring and academic achievement center. Withdrawal policy you can read on your own. expectations, student code of conduct, again, very important. If you're a health science major, you should check on this link. So most people are really interested in how the grading occurs in this class, so that's where we are in this page. And this is on page number 6. But there's online assignments. There are 12, only 10 count. So if you miss one, it just counts as one of your 2 lowest ones that will be exempted. There are 4 tests at 50 points each. They're taken online. They're open for approximately 15 hours, and the test is timed. So if you have 60 minutes, at 60 minutes it will shut down. It comes to 200 points. In order to help you study for your test, there are quizzes that are used. The quizzes that are in Blackboard, you can take as many times as you want. Your goal should be to get an A or to get an A on the quiz. When you get an A on the quiz consistently, it means you know the material and you'll do well on the test. The test questions are not identical to the quiz questions, but they are very similar. And those people who take the quizzes tend to do better. If you have a B on the quiz, you typically get a B on the test. Those people who do not take the quizzes usually get D's or F's on the test. So you should take advantage of those. They're there to help you. This is your disease paper, which you will submit. It's worth 50 points. I grade that, and the rubrics will be in Blackboard. Then you will be doing a presentation, and you may do it in a variety of ways, but you do it with audio and video. And this will be in Blackboard. It's a website. It's free as long as your presentations are under 11 minutes, and they have to be under 11 minutes for this class. And so you will do a presentation, and your presentation will be scored by your peers and by me. And if you were in a class, this would be where the presentations would occur near the end of the semester. And just because we're online, it doesn't mean we can't have these presentations happen. The other thing is you'll be doing 4 annotated bibliographies, and these are designed for several reasons. 1, it forces you to do research before your papers due. 2, it lets me see if you're going down the right track, and I can ask you questions and try to point you in the right direction. And the last thing is you have to use APA format on these, so it allows you to get feedback on APA format before your papers due. So again, here's some assignments. It tells you how I expect things in Blackboard. Here's this grading rubric. It tells you how everything is graded. Talks about online assignments, the test, the disease paper. When you get to the disease paper, most people lose points because they don't follow directions. I truly follow the scoring rubric in great detail. And so I will make sure that this matches the scoring rubric, you will be getting all of this in a scoring rubric that matches, and that's what I use to grade your papers. There's your presentations, annotated bibliographies, each item is just explained. And now what we have is a tentative course schedule. This is rarely changed once we start. And you can see the first unit is just a couple days long. And then Unit 1, Unit 2, Unit 3, and Unit 4. And so that's how the class will run. The other thing I have done for you, even though Blackboard has this in there, I've created a calendar for you. My calendars are always Monday through Sunday, and you need to realize that because most calendars are Sunday to Monday. But I like to have the weekend together at the end of the week. So this shows you the kind of things that will happen in the class. They're color-coded, so quizzes are always in blue, tests are in blue. Papers, your disease paper, online assignments are in green, so that should help you. And so that is the syllabus. Hopefully going over it like this has helped you, and it will help you do well in the class. If you have any questions about the syllabus or due dates, please send me an email, and I'll be more than happy to answer it for you.